Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we are currently at Station 7 of Mount Ordeals on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. We have a new enemy over here, Lilith. She is... I don't know her elemental weaknesses and stuff, however what I do know is that she will counter-attack with an attack called Slap, which will do damage and will also silence you. It doesn't matter if Cecil gets hit with it, but if any of your other 3 characters gets hit with it, they're pretty much useless. About as useless as Kerr at this point in the game, but whatever, I just needed her to do something. See, you physical attack, slap, and now Tella is silenced, and he can only attack, and as you might know, his attack is bad. Horrible. Lilith also has quite a bit of HP. I'm pretty sure it's weak to fire, though. At least the blood bones are. No, they aren't. Yes, they are. They are weak to ice, maybe. I don't know. They're undead. So, I honestly don't know. There are like 250 monsters in this game. I can't remember every single detail of every single enemy. If you really want to know, you can look it up in the Bestiary, which you can find under the config menu. So we're going to use our only Echo Herb to get rid of that silence status on Tella, and hope that we don't get hit by it again. Otherwise, we'll have to go to a save point and use a tent to get rid of that, or use a remedy. Either way, new enemy here. I'm pretty sure that both ghouls and souls are new enemies. I don't know. With these repeat palette swapped enemies, it's kind of difficult to tell which ones we fought and which ones we haven't. In fact, there are a couple points where I think I'm unsure whether we fought the guy or not, so I just put it in anyways. But yeah, souls, like their predecessors, absorb fire, and I think they can also cast sleep as well as fire, and then ghouls are hardly affected by physical attacks, I believe, and then, well, at least Cecil's physical attacks, because he has darkness in his weapon, but they are weak to fire and curing, just like most undead monsters. So, this should maybe, it got one of them. Okay, we're just going to have Cecil attack, yeah, just get rid of his turn, basically, to move to the next person. We're going to cure the zombie of its zombie fever, I guess. Whatever, it's dead. So, we can move on. There's a treasure down here, and that is an ether. Or an ether. Whichever one of the two you might want it to be. And we have no idea what's going on. Another new enemy in the back, the red zombie, is Revenant. It's basically a more powerful version of the ghouls, and that's that. And it also comes with 3 ghouls. We're going to try Kira, just to do some damage, and we really don't need healing right now. We're running out of MP though. Luckily we're coming up on a safe point where we can use a tent. So yeah, Kira, Fyra, or just Fire, depending on which one you have. And that's pretty much it. Eventually all of them will be dead. It looks like the Revenant is either normally affected by fire or is just higher magic defense. But either way, we have this magical field, so we're going to use a tent to fully heal up because we have a boss coming up, as we do in every area, and the save point kind of signifies that we do have one. So we are all healed up, and we can move on. And again with that noise, and it is not Porum. Again with that noise. Okay, great, it's somebody. Okay, it's a hooded guy. We fought hooded guys before and they were just normal monsters. However, this isn't a normal monster. It is Scarmiglian, the guy from the, whatever that was. A meanwhile, basically. But yeah, Scarmiglian, Protect really isn't all too useful, except maybe against the Skull Nance that he comes with. What would be more useful would be Shell, because he constantly uses Thunder. But yeah, we want to try to take out the Skull Nance first, just to make this battle extremely easy. Although Scarmaglian is technically not undead, so he will actually be cured by your cure spells. But the Skull Nance are still damaged by it, so we're just going to attack them first. And yeah, see, Thunder. So we want to try to get a... We cried, so their defense is lowered. Gonna hit him with another Cura, although this might cure it cured about half of the damage that Cecil's Dark used. When he says tear them apart, they're going to drain, which will not do much, but it will heal them a little bit. In fact, it does so little it really doesn't matter, so whatever. Even Cecil, who has less magic defense, still took very little, but it kind of adds up with 4 of them. Also, Porum learned Fire, so that is very helpful. And now that the Skull Nance are dead, we can hit Scarmaglian, so just Fire. That Dark was useless, but just Fire spells, attack, have Porum keep your energy up as you need it, and that's pretty much it. And then your boss fight will be over. While we're fighting this guy and bringing him down, I'm just going to talk really quickly about something that happened. Not even an hour ago, I finally got the Platinum Trophy on Final Fantasy XIII. So, hooray! After 90 hours in my second playthrough of the game, I finally got it. And by second playthrough, I mean I played it through once, although I was really stupid during it and sold a lot of my stuff. So I didn't have that to get the Treasure Hunter trophy. So I replayed the game. 90 hours later, I finally have the Treasure Hunter trophy. That was the last trophy that I got, except for the Ultimate Hero trophy, and then I got the Ultimate Hero trophy. So, yep, that's that. So, someday I'd like to do a Let's Play of that game, but I currently really don't have a capture card. Well, I do technically, but I've yet to test it and stuff, and it's just been a very long process. And I'm kind of sick of Final Fantasy XIII right now, too. I want to play. I'm in the middle of Final Fantasy VII as well. I'm like halfway through the first disc, and I also have this that I still have to finish. I'm like 2/3 of the way through this game at this moment. But yeah, with that, he is dead, and we got pretty beat up, and I'm missing a lot of my MP. So I'm going to go back and use another tent and save up so we can go become a Paladin. And then we'll get out of here. I like that little jingle that they play when you go to sleep. It seems it fits. It fits. So, now then, moving on up. Let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, great. He's not dead yet. He's back, and this time he's evil looking. And he automatically back attacks you, so the first thing you want to do is switch your rows. Now everything's fine, and Cecil, just have Cecil attack, and that glitch happened. You really, if you use a magic attack against him, he will counterattack with something that'll poison you. But if you use Bluff and then Fire, it is completely worth it. You can hit him with cure spells and do damage, and you won't do the counterattack though. In the DS version, this is kind of what's recommended because his counterattack is a lot more deadly in that game. Set up Protect because he does more physical attacks this time. Have Porum use Bluff and then Fire, and look at that, 1,518 damage. I almost said, wow, look at that damage. And his poison attack hits all, but there's a very good chance that it won't affect anybody like it just did. So we're just going to continue with that. Cura, not doing that much. It's better to have like a Phoenix down and use that against him. I think that'll do like 9,999 or just like 5. It'll basically do massive damage to him. Or the X potion that you picked up earlier in the game at that waterfall area. Or you might have an elixir by now, at least one. And yeah, to be honest, at this point, Palom is a better spellcaster than Tella. So we're just going to have Tella use Kira to keep us up, and Porum, good god, for whenever we need it. We just got, okay, Tella just got poisoned, that's okay. See, even, we just killed him with a Kira. That's cool. I had Porum about to use Fyra again, but that's okay. We beat him anyways. And this is the real reason that I used the tent, by the way. Again. So, Scarmiglian is maybe dead for real this time? I guess so. And we're going to take damage from the poison. But it really doesn't matter because we're about to do something that'll fully heal us, but for some reason, I just must heal him anyways. So that's that. Okay, so we're talking to a grave now, and the grave is actually talking back to us. So apparently Cecil is going insane. And in fact, he most likely is going insane because he just walked into the grave, just like Link in Ocarina of Time. And the screen was going all blurry and stuff, so... Okay. So what's going on? This is a very nice looking grave. A magical floating sword. It's the Master Sword. Oh my god. Cecil is really Link. He just became an adult. Or not, he just lost all of his dark armor. Okay, but... Oh, hello, Mr. Old Me. Yeah, except that one's wearing my old dark armor, and I'm now a Paladin. But, yep, there's the new Cecil. He's pretty awesome. More of a tank now. But, what you basically want to do is defend. And they'll give you the hint up there at the top. They say a true Paladin won't really fight, he'll just tank and defend and help all your friends. But in actuality, I hardly ever do that. So basically what you want to do is defend until this is over, but I don't really realize that yet. New Cecil, Paladin Cecil, also gains white magic. As you can see, the message is now repeating. But he really doesn't get all that good white magic. He gets like Cura is the best cure spell he'll get. He also gets Asuna, which is pretty helpful. Libra, Sight, just low-level white magic spells like that. And really, you only want to use these in a pinch. I mean, see, 63 is not that much. Although technically, Cecil is level 1 right now. That's right, he goes back to level 1. And you want to raise him back up. So we're going to use a high potion. And that actually healed us up fully. So that's that. He also got the cover ability, which he will basically just take damage in the place of other people. So he'll basically cover over other people and he'll take the damage for them. And by defending, we finally end this battle, and Cecil becomes a Paladin, and somehow the grave knew about Golbez as well. How does everybody suddenly know about Golbez? But, oh well, Cecil has become a Paladin. So hooray! And the only equipment he comes with is, I think he has leather clothes or something useless like that. But the only really good equipment he comes with is his sword, the Mythgraven Blade. At least I think that's the sword that he gets. And that's why we bought all that equipment earlier on. So that along with his very high HP will help with his very low level. Also, Tella learned all of his spells and learned Meteor, so once again he is a better black mage than Porum. Or Palom. Good god. Never could tell these two apart, and that's really showing. And Tella is Doom itself! And now we can finally head back to Baron. So, hooray! More story! And we all exit the grave as though we don't even realize that we went inside of a grave. How are we going to get out of this? We're 6 feet under. And why was that grave made out of mirrors and stuff? Oh well, yeah, clothes. Completely useless. So let's give him the light shield, the light helm, knight's armor. We bought the Gaia gear just in case. Well, we bought the Gaia gear for Tella, but he already came with it, so whatever. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to meet you back outside Mount Hobbs, and I'll